This is Hellish Quart, and it has got some of the most aggressive front-end music I've ever heard in my life. I think I've got the mix down so that you're not feeling it, but it's like really loud in my ears. Holy crap. I'm going to push a button to see if we can get past it. Nope, it's still here. That's fine, it's fine. We can deal with it. So Hellish Quart is about sword fighting. It's about realistic sword fighting. Based on realism, I've heard people complaining it. Welcome to my very early morning. I've heard people comparing it to a Bushido blade, in that it's not video game combat. Apparently, it's not like you just hammer on each other with swords until one of you
father, old man,
loses health.
is walking through the yard, and his son, dressed up as a Turk, rides in through the gate. Old man just ran, scared, like he saw the devil himself. And the son is chasing him. He yells, "Stop! I am your son!" And old man just lost his wits. He died soon after that. That's how scared he was.
Look,
Jesus, Mary, it's him, the infamous, the bandit.
there are just two of them. There's a reward.
All right, you have your pistol? You're coming with us. Or we can shoot you right here. No difference to me.
My brothers, you must have mistaken me for someone else.
So yeah, it's a sword fighting game, but one in which it's really easy to get killed. Okay, so I thought this was going to be like a story mode of some kind. No, it's just, here's the story. Some people met up at a bar and they're about to have a sword fight. And that's it. That's all the story you get. That's fine. That's not what this game is about. Story is not what this game is about. This game is about fighting, yes, versus CPU. Okay, so now we get to choose which sword fighter. Wait, press any joystick button, left player? Okay, there we are. Huh, so are some of these characters locked? Looks like the outer edge ones I can't be. So I can be this dashing knave. I can be this grizzled veteran, this nobleman, this old drunkard. And she seems pretty cool. Let's start with the old drunk guy, just because he was in the cutscene, and then now we decide who the CPU is gonna be. Okay, well, let's resolve this vendetta. Okay. I guess let's start with passive AI so we can learn how this game controls. We choose an arena. Gross. Let's just do it out in a field. Sir, would you like to step outside? Okay, so X is an attack. So at any time I'm not attacking, it looks like I'm defending. So I'm just madly hitting buttons. Okay, so basically, whoever lands a hit first wins. So that's why people are comparing it to Bushido Blade. Bushido Blade. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm putting a U in it for some reason. Okay, so he's got a hit on me, it looks like. And so I just hit the B button, went after his stomach, and that was it. Unfortunately, it's not actually teaching me how to do this. I'm making this up as I go. Okay, so here's the A button, some kind of slash. Y button, some kind of slash. So all the buttons just do some kind of slash. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so I think that X swings from left to right. B swings from right to left. A wiggles the sword around. And Y seems to be coming down from above. Maybe A is trying to do something from below? So I guess, yeah, land enough hits on the guy, and you win. Now, I don't think this is showing me being good at the game. I think this is showing me having chosen passive AI. Dr. Bully G asks, is this available on console? Not as far as I know. I think it's only available on Steam, but that's just what I've picked up. Okay, so Cloudcraft points out, apparently there's a tutorial option in the menu that I missed. Ah, yes, it is a little bit hard to read this text. Let's do a tutorial and figure out what's going on. Oh, it's a video tutorial. Okay, sure. Press the 4 main buttons on the gamepad to attack. You can combine attacks with movement directions. Oh, okay, got it. I'm glad I'm not trying to do this with a keyboard. The character blocks enemy attacks automatically if you don't press attack. Keep your distance, though. If you're too close, the enemy's blade might just go through your guard. You can cancel any attack by pressing backwards. Okay. Fighters get tired when attacking and blocking. You can exhaust your opponent with a series of attacks until he no longer can hold a proper guard. Move away to replenish your stamina. At very close range, when there's no room to make a proper cut, the character will execute close attacks instead. Opponent will be stunned for a split second. At very close range, press right trigger to push away your opponent's hand. Okay, right trigger. Ah! He just chopped the hand off. Do you see that? Do that again. This will interrupt their attacks, make an opening for your own attacks. Yikes. If your own hand gets pushed, double press backward to quickly move away. Okay, that's something I wouldn't have tried. You can grab and kill your opponent by pressing left or right bumper on the gamepad. Okay. If you get grabbed, you can escape by pressing backwards in time. Hold the left trigger to target the long guard. Holding the long guard allows for alternative attacks. Okay. If your opponent attacks your legs, press backward. Your character will move the front leg out of the way. This move allows for punishing counterattack to the head if you press high attack. And so, yeah, so that implies that Y is a high attack. Let's watch him do it again. Go after that leg. He just cut his nose off. Let's see here. Each character has their own special moves and combos. Press pause during battle to see the moves list. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. Let's... I don't think I'm able to absorb... I don't think I even absorbed all of that. So, okay, let's be Barbage. And we'll fight... Now we'll fight the guy I just was. Again, let's use passive AI just because I want to actually fight him intentionally now, using some of the things we've just learned. Okay, so I can back away. Oh, my face! Oh, he split his face. He's going to have an amazing scar. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is hit his hand out of the way. Alright, I got in a hit. Oh, he hit me. But he was doing that really high guard, and so I went under it with a low attack, I think? But I don't know if he could really choose that. Now, here's the long guard. Oh, gosh, he got me. Wow. Looks like that can leave you vulnerable, that long guard can. Okay, yeah, that long guard, it looks like it opens me up for new attacks, but it also opens me up to attacks by him. So that was the left bumper move. I got in close and it just chopped his head right off. Oh, wow. Okay. So, let's try someone slightly tougher. Let's go against Barbage with Defender AI. And let's do it in the grimmest of locations. Oh. Ow. My arm. Okay, yeah, so you can see, yeah, he pushed me away and I didn't back up in time. He's freaking out. Nice. Oh. Oh. So, I don't feel like I'm playing very intentionally. So it looks like all your attacks interrupt each other, I think, which means if I do my usual thing... If I do my usual thing of double mashing every attack and just like kind of over inputting everything I'm trying to do, I think my character behaves more in a more squirrely sort of way. Okay, yeah, so that long guard move is dangerous. When I hold my sword out like that, he usually gets something in there. Oh gosh, I lost. So yeah, I feel like most of my victories are down to chance, not down to me being particularly clever. Let's give her a try. Marie versus Jacek. Let's go Defender AI again. Timothy McLean says, watching two skilled fighters play each other in this game would actually be really cool. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what's the name of that game where you're running around? It's like hyper pixelated. It had a sequel with really weird character art, and there's a giant worm that eats you at the end. Oh, I am so dead. Oh man, got a couple good hits on him, but Nidhogg. Thank you, Mr. Mojorizing. Nidhogg, where it's obviously not exactly like Nidhogg, but they both do have some very, very sort of delicate, twitchy sword fighting inputs. He's just constantly backing up, which means that I can't get that hand swatty move to work. Which it teaches me that constantly backing up is a good way to keep that hand swatty move from working. Okay, gotta defend a little better than that. But yeah, they both have that sense of, you have very delicate control of your sword, and when you're first trying it out, you're doing nothing intentionally. I'm just peppering him with attacks. I'm not doing anything clever. It's interesting how, the sort of, the sword play that goes on, it's so much more... When I'm playing as Marie, the clickety-clackety of the swords is a lot more aggressive. I kind of like her enormous sword. Maneuverable AI. But anyway, yeah, so the reason I was comparing it to Nidhogg was because, when you first start out, you're just flailing all over the place and cool things happen. But when someone is really, really practiced at the game, you can see some pretty crazy sword fights going on. Oh, wow, she got me. She's like, whatever. Okay. So, the thing you think, when somebody's got an enormous sword, you always imagine from video games that you're just be taking these wild swings and you're be just knocking people around. But actually, this twitchy enemy is really hard to keep up with. Oh, yikes. Yeah, Marie. Show some class. But actually, yeah, your reach is not actually that much huger. You got a lot of weight behind that sword, but you can't lunge with it the way that Marie can with her one-handed rapier. I actually feel like, wow, I'm totally outclassed. And she is not letting me do that hand swipey move at all. Now, when I get a hit in, the hit's really powerful, but it's rare. Okay, so I know I should watch for her to attack and then attack back. Like guard against something she does. Ah, dang. Okay, so I did back up when I saw her do that move, but I didn't double tap back. And that's what it takes to get out of the way, is double tapping. I like this sword. I want to get good at it, but looks like this maneuverable AI is kind of outclassing me a little bit. I don't think you can just one-handedly sever someone's head like that. Certainly, she did not have enough leverage to make the head come off. Unless it was already, you know, somebody pre-cut it. It's like that guy's got a perforated head. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit better at sort of seeing the opportunities to do some of the close-in attacks. I'm also getting smarter at stepping back and guarding. Okay, so he went after me low, and so then I came after him high right afterwards. That seemed to be useful. Oh, we both killed each other! Nice draw. Oh, gosh, wow. Didn't take much, did it? They're sometimes really not selling the power of these moves. Wait, we just both killed each other again. Just fumbling around like an idiot. Wait, which of us? We just keep killing each other. Oh, did I get him? Oh, I got him. Well, that was Bushido Blade right there. Just one hit at the beginning just completely annihilates someone. Okay. So, let's try aggressive AI. See what this looks like. Definitely want the gallows. Okay, the thing that is impressive to me is how many people in my chat right now know things about sword fighting. Oh, yikes. Wow, he just got right out of the way. All right. Yeah, I tried to... Ah! What was that? Okay, I was ready for this fighting to be hard. I wasn't ready to get a face full of feet. Interesting. So it doesn't feel like they're actually making these guys harder. Like they can all defeat me. Even the passive guy is capable of defeating me. It's just how often they do things like attacking. And if you're well suited to that, to countering that approach, then it doesn't seem like, yeah, this isn't like easy, medium, and hard AI. This is just, I wasn't used to getting attacked all the time. Okay. Well, I think I've gotten a pretty decent look at this game. Let's just do one more rematch between these two. With Marie as aggressive. Big old heavy longsword against a rapier. Oh gosh, she just got one in there. It's because she was wearing me down, I think. I was just sort of letting her... Did we just kill each other? Yes, of course we did. Man, this longsword's good at that. At, like, killing someone right as they're attacking me. Oh, man. Achilles tendon. Oh. So it looks like after I did one of those moves, my character was holding their sword in a different stance. Like, I think there is some really clever, like, legit sword fighting stuff going on under the surface here. Okay, so I abruptly changed my stance and the direction of my attack at the last minute. I think that might be how I got under her guard. Because I know they're not actually, like, I don't know, like, when you're playing Nidhogg, for instance... You have to actually carefully guard against specific heights and stances. Okay, she's doing a ton of damage to me. Oh, my character's feeling it too. Oh, man. But I wonder if there's something about that you can learn about the blocking AI, the parrying AI, that, you know, like, even if you're playing against a human player, their character is determining how they defend, right? And so it seems like you can still use the skills you learned against AI against a player, because the player doesn't have any input into exactly how the blocks are done, the parries are taken care of. It's interesting. Yeah, this is a really interesting approach to a fighting game, because there is so much that seems like it depends on the AI, but then again, also, it could just be maybe the heights of people's stances and defenses and attacks don't matter, and I'm just imagining they matter, and actually there's something much simpler going on under the hood. That could also be true. You never quite know with video games. Like, what, you know, it's really easy to imagine things mattering that don't. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of commentary in the chat about this compared to real sword fighting, which I think is a lot of the attention they're getting. Is that a combination of people who are into real sword fighting appreciating the differences between this game and other games, which are just way more cartoony and like this one is really trying to get much closer to the way sword fighting is, but it's also a video game and it can't get all the way there. And so I think the rest of the discourse around this game is people, appreciating what it's doing, but then finding more detailed reasons to criticize it. Like, it is kind of weird. Like, whenever you do a better job of simulating something than your competition, you actually invite more criticism of the remaining, you get 80% of the way there, but then you get more criticism for the remaining 20% than the game that did 20% got of the 80% they were missing. Because if you're only going 20% of the way there, no one thinks you're trying to be realistic, and it just feels like a waste of time to criticize your realism. But when you're actually trying to get there, then suddenly everyone's like, oh, really? You think you're realistic? Well, let me just compare you to absolute reality and tell you whether or not you're truly, reaching your goal. So anyway, I'm very tired this morning. Hopefully, the sort of the stress of fighting these sword battles is going to wake me up a little bit. But for right now, let's wrap up this video. You can subscribe to my channel. Live here on the stream, I'm going to go play something else right now, but I think I'm done with Hellish Quart, at least for the moment. It was pretty interesting to check out, though.